Good morning, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I am going to be doing an energy update and check-in for our beautiful collective here on YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's reading. Do know that simply by being present here with this reading, wherever here is for you, whatever time or place you are tuning in from, your personal frequency is actively co-creating all of the messages that come through this reading, because time, distance, etc., none of that is relevant at that level of energy. So thank you for being a co-creator here with me. And I'm going to start by shuffling the Energy Oracle cards deck. Feel free to transmit some personal intentions for this reading, either by speaking them out loud or even just thinking them mentally, however you want to transmit that energy. Okay, so what does the collective here need to know at this time? I'm hearing something about the heart. I saw the heart chakra in my mind's eye. And right as I said that, the card Angel of Love came flying out of the deck. And this is my unconditional love card. And it's sitting on the third eye chakra here. So whoever you are listening to this reading, I'm seeing this very powerful, almost like a beam of energy radiating from your third eye. I'm not sure why I'm getting that, but I feel like this is at the least metaphoric for the fact that you are very tuned in at this time, meaning you are very in alignment with your own deeper core, authentic self. And that is radiating this truly powerful signal that others are feeling. They're sensing this in the collective web of consciousness that we sometimes refer to as the quantum field. I want to see if I can get more details. Whoa, and right as I said that, we have the action card. Okay, so this signal that others are feeling emanating from you is going to be spurring some of them into action. This is also sitting on the third eye. So when I say spurring them into action, of course, take this how it connects for you personally. But I am picking up that for some of you, these actions could be others feeling inspired by your energy to take action towards their own goals, dreams, desires, etc. This also could be others actually taking action towards you, in the sense of, I'm hearing coming towards you, possibly with some form of communication. I do want to read more deeply into that, but I also want to say that we had the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, at the bottom of the deck. So kind of hidden from sight here. I'm hearing that your energy is causing people around you to have secret awakenings. And when I say secret, I mean it seems like others who are being naturally inspired and affected by your energy may not even realize themselves consciously how much you and your presence energetically are opening their mind or opening their heart. Specifically, these seem to be heart center awakenings. So awakenings that are happening through the heart chakra. Now, of course, when we experience an awakening, what is essentially happening is some kind of influx of energy in our energy system that we could conceptualize as the chakra system. There are many ways to conceptualize energy, but I like that particular conception of energy as being divided into these 7 chakras. Whenever we experience a major influx of energy into our energy body, this naturally begins to raise our vibration, and this causes us to begin to open our energy in a new way and rise to higher vantage points that give us entirely new perspectives and perceptions. So that is, in essence, what an awakening is, but awakenings can happen in many different forms and ways. And so when I say a heart center awakening, I mean that the influx of energy causing the awakening is coming dominantly through the heart chakra. So in this scenario, it's like your heart-centered energy, your heart-open energy is radiating this powerful signal of unconditional love that is awakening others through their heart center. And I specifically feel that for some of these who are awakening as a result of connecting with you, this does feel like there could be a romantic element here as well. This may be just in one scenario or with multiple people, depending on your circumstances. But again, I do get this sense that that influx of energy they're feeling from you subconsciously, and how that's affecting them and opening them is pushing them into action, particularly when it comes to communicating something in the 3D, because we actually have the card Communicate clearly from the Ask Angels deck. Yeah, with the door to spirit here as well, I'm hearing someone feels like they are seeing you in your true essence, your true spiritual nature for the first time. I'm also getting the message like your true nature is being revealed to people. So it's almost as though people around you, even if they've known you for a very long time, are beginning to see you in a brand new light as a result of this shift in your energy. This could be one specific person or multiple people from your past. This could be even people who interact with you on a daily basis who suddenly feel, I'm hearing to them, it feels like you've just jumped timelines or entirely changed in an instant. But from your perspective, this has been a very long process, an initiation of sorts. I see this angel's wings, and I almost think of you earning your wings or getting your wings, going through some kind of initiation that has catalyzed you into this magnificent spiritual being that you are now, that other people are beginning to notice and pick up on. I saw the number 818. You guys know that when I see those numbers in the reading, I do like to channel messages from them. And a message from this number is a strong message of abundance and a reminder that we can access abundance only when our thoughts and actions are aligned with the frequency of abundance. So it's very interesting that that message is coming out here, because you are really beginning to learn how to cultivate the energy of what you desire and to manifest from the inside out. So to shift your energy internally, and then to notice how your physical world begins to reflect those intrinsic shifts and changes. I do want to know a bit more about who is wanting to communicate with you as a result of what they've been feeling in this shift in your energy. And we have door to value reversed. I actually did a reading video yesterday that I haven't released yet, but I do plan on releasing very soon. And in this video, I discuss how there is someone connected to your energy who might actually be feeling as though they don't have much to offer. It's like this worthiness wound being triggered within them, even as they are feeling very admiring towards you. And that's actually the same kind of energy that I'm picking up here. So if you resonate with this reading, you may resonate with that upcoming reading as well. And of course, I do invite you to subscribe to the channel if you would like to be more tied in energetically with our beautiful collective here on YouTube, and also to get notified when I post new videos. In connection with someone having a worthiness wound triggered, we have the heart chakra and woman holding a heart. So this person sees you as holding their heart. Now, because we've had a lot of this feminine imagery, I am picking up that you listening to this reading may be resonating more so with your divine feminine at this time. Although, of course, that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. We also do all have a balance of the divine feminine and divine masculine energies within us. So the messages could apply internally or externally, just depending on how your intuition is guiding you here. But whoever this person is who is feeling as though you have their heart, there is a really strong energy exchange taking place between the two of you. And it's actually that energy exchange that is pushing this person into action, because they're feeling that there's a deeper bond here than the physical. I'm hearing something that they can't understand. They can't wrap their mind around. And it seems like this person does spend a lot of time trying to understand this connection in concrete terms, but they're failing to do so because the connection that you have really defies being defined or being understood through concrete physical terms. It's an energy thing is what I'm picking up on. With Magician and the Mirror reversed, this is one of my top 2 twin flame cards in the deck. So it's possible that this particular person is a twin flame for some of you, although of course that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. So always take that as it connects for you personally. This does feel like a very energy-based connection, which tells me that it is most likely either a twin flame or a very ancient soulmate of some kind. But this person, although they're feeling a low sense of self-confidence when it comes to approaching you with that door to value reversed, they've had that worthiness wound triggered. But at the same time, they are feeling, I'm hearing an avalanche of emotions through their heart chakra. They're also perceiving you as someone who is highly intelligent, but in a spiritual sense, because we have the thinking woman sitting on the crown chakra. So they are perceiving you as someone who is very spiritually wise, but also someone who reads situations and reads others very well. And because they're picking up on this, they recognize that if they are going to approach you, they are going to have to do so in a very clear, open, authentic, and direct way. Because if they come at you in any other kind of way, you are going to be able to sense it, and you are, I'm hearing, going to be put off by it or disinterested. And again, this person is aware of that, either subconsciously or at the conscious level. I do feel some kind of stubbornness in this person's energy with the 9 of Wands in the reverse position. It's almost like this person is stubbornly trying to fight how their intuition is pushing them into action here, but it's almost like a last stand with this 9 of Wands reverse. Like they're really feeling themselves, I'm hearing, slip into these feelings for you and be pushed into action by those feelings in spite of that natural stubborn nature that this person might have. Yeah, they are being pushed to release their fears and to come clean about something. I do feel this coming clean relates to being open about how they're really feeling here with the Moon card reversed. I'm hearing lying to themselves. So for some of them, they may have been trying to lie to themselves by telling themselves that the feelings weren't that deep or were just, I'm hearing childish. I don't know if some of you met this person in childhood or when you were younger in terms of earth years. But this also could just be that you bring out these playful, childlike feelings for this person, or make them feel a kind of way that they didn't think they were capable of feeling any longer as an adult. It's that kind of childhood, first love, crush kind of feeling, and yet being experienced after that phase of their life. And it's very confusing to this person. With the Four of Wands, though, I see that what they're being pushed into is their true deeper desire that they've possibly been even denying to themselves, which is for some kind of union or reunion here with you. This may be the type of person who tells other people or tells themselves that they're not looking for anything serious romantically, or that they don't really want anything long-term. But the truth is actually the opposite. This person very much on their heart space deeply desires to settle down and to come into some kind of a love union here. But I do see the reason that they've been kind of deceiving themselves out of that is because of those fears and that triggered worthiness wound. I'm hearing something about a father figure. So for someone that I'm tuning into here, there may be some kind of blockage or issue around their own father. This person might be a father. I'm not sure why that imagery is coming up here. For some of them, this may have been part of what played into the worthiness wound. I'm also seeing a silver necklace. I don't know who that's for. With the Justice card in the upright position, I'm seeing the number 11. So this could be 11 days, months, years. This also could be the month of November. I am also seeing that 1111 number synchronicity that has come up in recent reading videos as well. What I'm getting is that this is a twin flame or an ancient soulmate connection that has had a layer of karmic patterning on it that has needed to be released if there is to be an opportunity for the two of you to come into some kind of a harmonious union or reunion state. Again, if that is what you desire, because you are the conscious free will creator of your own life. But I feel as though it's almost like there is this really beautiful connection here at the spiritual and energetic level that has been somehow shrouded or altered, or it's appeared different than that in the physical because of heavy karmic patterning, if that makes sense. So this actually may be someone where this won't be for everyone, but for someone listening, you may have wondered, is this a karmic or is this a soulmate or a twin flame? And it's been very confusing because there are these triggering aspects to the connection. But the reason for that is because there actually is a pure, deep, authentic soul bond here. But it's almost like on top of that, there's been this layer of karma that's been distorting the connection and possibly causing triggering. For some, this may have caused a separation. And so if there is potential for a harmonious union here, it could only come through releasing that karmic patterning and revealing that deeper soul connection that has been underlying the karmic patterning. With King of Cups reversed, this karmic patterning may have to do with something related to addiction, to someone who has been avoiding interconnection and therefore might come off as self-centered or selfish or uncaring for other people, but really it's because of this wound, this worthiness wound that was triggered and caused this kind of heart chakra shutdown here for this person. For others of you, if that doesn't resonate, this actually might be an influence around this particular person. that I'm picking up is a masculine energy of some kind. This could be a friend, a family member, a boss, someone in their life who may have created this worthiness wound within them, or who is keeping them or has kept them stuck in certain old karmic patterns that, again, could be behavior patterns, relationships, addictions, etc. I just feel as though this is someone who may have poorly advised this person. That won't be for all of you, but they may have given them bad advice when it comes to how to operate in life or in relationships. And it's almost like this person, this masculine or divine masculine energy, is needing to unravel all of that bad advice or just bad programming. And when I say bad, I don't mean good and bad in the moral sense, but I mean limiting, restricting, very 3D based programming that has kept them from accessing what their heart truly desires, which is stability and harmonious interconnection. I'm hearing keeping your distance. So on your part, Divine Feminine, you might be somewhat keeping your distance in the 3D and allowing all of this to unravel itself, because you've reached a point of awareness where you recognize that you are not the bridge for others, that your job is to maintain your own frequency, to be self-sufficient, energetically speaking, to be this powerhouse of energy and unconditional love by keeping yourself in alignment, but that you are unable to externally push or force or control anything into place, including this person's healing and the circumstances of this connection. So in the extended version of the reading on Patreon, I will be channeling more deeply into this person's true thoughts and feelings towards you, how I see the unraveling of their programming taking place, how this situation could potentially move forward into the future, as well as any messages they might want to deliver to you at that higher self level at this time. So again, all of that extended information will be on Patreon, which is linked in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. Okay, so let's reshuffle the cards, and I set the intention mentally to ask what other messages you might need to know at this time, and immediately the crown chakra card came out here. The color purple or an amethyst stone or crystal might be significant to someone. We also have magician and the mirror reversed. Once again, this card that can potentially indicate a twin flame journey. So I am seeing that for some of you, you may have been on some kind of twin flame journey, or at the least a journey of balancing your own internal divine feminine and divine masculine aspects. And I'm seeing that there's almost this shift from some kind of journey being external to being more internal. I don't know what this will relate to for you, but there may be some journey in your life that used to feel extremely externalized that is now becoming more internalized. This could be anything, but I'm getting this specifically for those of you on a twin flame journey. For a while, your main focus may have been the external person, the circumstances, the physical connection, whereas now you may still desire to reconnect or to unite with that particular person physically. But regardless, the journey has become internalized for you. It's become about holding a frequency of unconditional love and balancing your own internal divine feminine and divine masculine aspects. So how is the person that I am tuned into here balancing their internal divine feminine and divine masculine at this time? Okay, so we have door to spirit in the reverse position. So I'm hearing that you are recognizing that you can fully sense a spiritual connection with a particular person, But if it's not showing up for you consistently and supporting you and reciprocating with you fully in the 3D physical world, you are holding the standard for connections that are both spiritual in nature, but also are very positively action-oriented in the 3D world as well, that are balanced in that sense. Because I'm getting that in the past, you may have allowed friends, people, situations, lovers, etc. to stay in your life based on your ability to see their potential. So you may have been able to sense that there was some kind of a deeper connection there, but when those connections weren't showing up for you, or in a sense really supporting your internal divine masculine, as we might say, then you may have allowed those others to remain in your life regardless. But I'm seeing that that has shifted, that now you are again holding that standard for connections that are balanced, and balanced in the sense that yes, there is that deeper spiritual soul bond there, but also it is showing up for you and supporting you in the physical 3D world as well. So how else is the beautiful soul listening here, balancing their internal divine feminine and divine masculine? Okay, we have woman holding a coin reversed. So this in my readings is often a karmic feminine card. The fact this card is reversed and sitting on the sacral chakra tells me that, by the way, I'm hearing something about a black cat for some of you. Tells me that if you were holding on to any lingering patterns of insecurity or unworthiness, those triggers are being or have been cleared. I see you stepping into a new sense of deep self-confidence and self-worth that is really opening your sacral chakra. I'm hearing you are now allowing yourself to receive the love, the care, the affection, the support, physically, romantically, in the workplace, financially, etc., that you have always deserved, because you are coming back into a knowingness of that innate worthiness and releasing any patterns that have been out of alignment with that. I do feel like this actually has been an ongoing, I'm hearing it's like a re-templating, meaning clearing out old templates that were based in fear, vulnerability, insecurity, and replacing those templates with templates of self-love, self-worth, a knowingness of your innate worthiness to receive everything that you desire effortlessly. And as you've been doing this work, you are increasingly going to see evidence of these new frequencies you are holding within yourself showing up in what comes back to you in your physical life experience. We also have all tied up in the reverse position. This card actually came out in the last collective reading. I don't remember if it was the main reading or the Patreon reading, but I said that something stuck has been breaking free, and that this really represented a massive timeline shift that's been taking place for you. With indecision upright, this can represent a major timeline split as well. So I'm hearing while you took the jump to a higher timeline, there may be others around you who were not aligning themselves with that brand new higher vibrational timeline, but were choosing to remain stuck where they were in fear, in doubt, in negativity, whatever it is for them personally. And this may have actually naturally created a vibrational disconnect and ultimately a timeline split between yourself and this other person, or this could be multiple others. So I'm hearing that as a result of the timeline shift that's just occurred, there may be some in your life that you feel less able to access, but equally there may be new people or people returning from your past who did take that timeline jump with you to that higher timeline, that you are able to access in a more consistent way. And I'm hearing trust the process. Allow those who are aligned with you on this higher timeline to connect with you, while allowing those who may have chosen to stay on a lower vibrational timeline the opportunity to heal their own wounded patterns and possibly rise to meet you on this higher vibrational timeline at some other point in the future trajectory. I have hostilities here in the upright position. This is sitting on the third eye chakra. I'm hearing defense. So this is interesting because I'm feeling as though someone here may have actually been kind of fending off what is sometimes referred to as a psychic attack, but really these are just the collective unconscious projecting their own limiting belief systems and patterns onto you at the energetic level in a way that you empathically have the potential of picking up on at times. So I do feel that possibly because you've jumped to this higher timeline, or because of these powerful shifts in your frequency, there may be some who have been actually triggered by that shifting and unconsciously projecting onto you. So if you've needed more time to rest or to care for yourself or to sleep, this may be because energetically speaking, you are fending off some of that negative energy that might be being projected onto you. And also your guides are working with you to keep your frequency in a high vibrational place consistently, which will naturally act as a shield where any negative energy sent to you will just bounce right off of that very high vibrational frequency. I'm hearing you will remain in balance regardless, with Angel of Balance in the upright position. I also see an era of balance coming in for you. Balance specifically when it comes to the physical world versus your spiritual inner world. Because I feel that for many of you listening, for a while now, you've been cultivating this highly spiritual energy within yourself. You may have spent a lot of time in hermit mode where a lot of your physical world, relationships, etc., didn't feel like it was aligning with that new energy that you were cultivating within, or that vision you were creating within. But I'm seeing that in this era of balance, things are going to start reaching an equilibrium where the work you've been doing internally is going to be reflecting in a balanced way physically, and also you are going to be entering an era where you are supporting both aspects of yourself fully and completely, your beautiful physical human embodied aspect, through enjoying life, enjoying the pleasures of your physical world, enjoying physical 3D manifestation and support, while simultaneously maintaining those higher vibrational energies within yourself, holding that vision, continuing whatever spiritual or energetic practices you may be involved with. But again, it's like there's that balance between the spiritual and the material that is rendering you incredibly powerful. So in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more into any other messages that your higher self or your spirit guides may want to share about your current life path. We will also be reading into anyone who might be attached or connected to your energy, whether that is friends, family members, exes, lovers, future people who may be entering your life, etc. So the link to the extended reading on Patreon is always in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. But for now, I am going to close this first reading on YouTube with one final Rumi Oracle card. And this card is Resplendent with Grace. So I'm just going to read a little bit from the guidebook here. Greetings from my heart to you who are always with me, hidden inside as the heart. You are the compass of my life. My course is your way. No matter where I go, you exist everywhere and in everything. always watching over us. My soul brightens in the darkness when I speak your name. Far beyond the body, there is an opening from my heart into yours. Through that opening, I send you secret messages like the moonlight. I polish the mirror of my heart to be your reflection. I make my ear the receiver for the tenderness of your words. You are in the ear. You are in the mind. You are in every burning heart. What am I saying? You are I. This is my way to describe you. Rumi. And the guidebook also says, is it difficult to see your magnificence? Without a mirror the size of a galaxy, how could you possibly witness all that you are? You must just catch glimpses of your truth now and then. Oh, if you could see yourself as I see you, in all your glorious fullness of being. You are swathed in robes of grace, so light and freeing that they do not weigh you down, and yet so luscious and full that you cannot help but stir the movement of all of creation as you step this way and that. Of course, it matters not to grace whether you see or do not see, for grace simply is, without being witnessed and without witnessing being required. Yet you might live rather differently, my beloved, should you realize you are not only worthy of grace, but actually dripping with it, saturated with divine presence, so rich it leaks out of you and causes sunlight to pool at your holy feet. So that feels like a beautiful place to close the reading. Again, thank you so much to all of you tuned in here today. If you do feel guided to join me now in the extended version of the reading in our beautiful soul tribe on Patreon, the link to that is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love today. Have a beautiful remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading.